Hey, what's going on, everybody? JFK again from Reddit Lithium for part 2 of the TWC Tourney War recap versus Marshals'Kiss. So this is going to be the Town Hall 9 portion of the recap. If you're looking for the Town Hall 11 portion, you can go down into the detail section and there will be a link directing you there. If you don't want to hear this commentary, you can also skip ahead, just check out the key and it'll give you guys an idea when I stop rambling and when the attacks begin. So let's just kind of get into some of the juicy stats from this war. First of all, I want to say out of all the TWC wars we've had, this is probably the most impressed that I've been with our Town Hall 9s. Just the consistency, the hit rate, from scouting to hitting fresh Town Hall 9s. Our scout team only had one miss, so we had 14 out of 15 of their bases were 2-starred the first time through. That's a great rate, really. And then our Town Hall 9s on their Town Hall 9s had a 13 out of 15 fresh hit triple rate, so 87%, right where we want to be. So we really, you really can't afford more than two or three fails at this level, just because those 11 attacks are so precious. We don't want them to dip if they don't have to. So only 2 dips needed from our Town Hall 11s to clear the 9s. The real story was the just utter Freddy Krueger type nightmare that MK had with their Town Hall 9s on this war. And I really feel for him, because I know that if our Town Hall 9s had a war like this, heads would be rolling. Let's just leave it at that. So as you can see, just a lot of empty stars over here with the Town Hall 9s, not filling it up. And a lot of these were not scouts, actually. They were, going at the Town Hall 9s. They actually needed 9 dips over on the MK side of things. So they had 9 Town Hall 11s come down to our 2. As far as our bases went, Ishan was just a champ here, holding out 3 freaking times. So the 4th time was the charm for MK. The first 2 were from Town Hall 9s, and they had a Town Hall 11 drop for the 3rd hit and could still not get the job done. So another Town Hall 11 dropped down and hit Ishan there. Had a few fresh hits, but 2 of those were Town Hall 11s coming down. A few defenses on my base before they cleared it out, a few defenses by Epic, and then we had a few defenses by TheHound and Zeph as well. So just some great bases built on our side. Really have Avenger to thank for that. He kind of heads up the base building team, and I swear that kid is spitting out like 2 bases every 24 hours, which he's a machine. He is a machine. So yeah, great war from our Town Hall 9s. Just unlucky, tough war for the MK Town Hall 9s, and hopefully in the future those guys either get a little bit luckier or they don't run into Avengers bases again. But without further ado, let's just kind of get into these attacks. Probably my favorite attack of the war, I'm just going to say this right now, was the attack on 29. So if you get a chance to watch that attack, just mind-blowing fresh hit triple. So as always, guys, thanks so much for watching and hope you enjoy.
We are I will find my heart again. And as the days pass and you float away, every star you left starts to fade. 'Cause it's over now. I can
I'ma be ready when the spotlight's on and the hot mic's on, and I got my song memorized to a T. I'ma hop right on that stage, ain't nobody gon' stop my zone. I'ma make sure they can hear my voice, yes I should. I'ma make sure I'm the clearest choice, so when I'm looking in the mirror I can respect the fact I did the best I could. A gladiator in the arena, to you I'm a slave fighting for your amusement. To me I'm a brave heart, bring 'em to defeat when I'm swinging on the beat fighting for this music. That's why every lyric is detailed, to send 'em a message like the inventors of email. If you're a rapper that only talk about what he bought, I really think you should've went into retail. Please tell me why these record companies are giving contracts to motherfuckers who cannot rap. Really need to stop that. Pull another compact disc out the top pack. Watch how your top pack disappear like a magic trick. His career's gone, he shouldn't have had the shit. Well, I spaz and shit with this psycho biohazardous flow. I mastered this flow, imagine it like it was actually the last rap I spit. So any level you consider passionate, I'm passing it to the #1 spot I have to get. To the #1 spot I have to get. Grind every day and you keep on winning. You gon' lose if you ain't ready, and the whole wide world gon' keep on spinning.
You've been walking in spirals, falling all the way down. I don't need a compass to lead the way now. I can show you how a star shines. I can show you how a star shines.
I was born, I will die, and my life falls to transcend the physical. When I'm gone, don't cry. Alive and immortal man, I'll have been imbued with a form to supply. A light towards the land of the living's moon. When no more, you will find at night the world's enhancement is visible. And here are you for the birth of an anomaly, for the first of its vibrant gleam. And the obscured is a shining beam, emerging over earth as a fire stream. What purpose does a being of this kind believe is? Word full of sheen and the brightness he sends. Assurance that at least one might agree with the worship of peace and the right to seek it. Perversion of species blindly leading us further into reaching the time I need when the curry is a reason to rhyme a teaching. To hurt ourselves fiends, liars, weaklings. Worst of the leeches to hire these men to serve the machine is designed to keep them as murderous thieves who deny the freedom. The surrogate beasts of higher demons. I'm the beacon when ties are strengthened. Lighting on the beach when sky is empty. And the vitamins and key to deciphering messages and writing of agreements with signed by executives. Rhymes of an MC can be violent, negative, inspiring defeat of our entire existences. Devised for a fee and we decide to be ignorant, glorifying what precedes only crime and imprisonment. My initiative is guiding and influence. Guys are putting into this a child has interest in. A new direction giving rise to an era in our lives that is better for the minds and development. Diamond necklaces, 5-figure gems and rings. I want everything, mommy, they said again. That's the sentiment provided to kids that admire what we spit it on the pride of the innocence. A wanderer off course in darkness, who sports a scarf from the goggles and walks towards a target. No source of water nor bottle. This lost explorer's harsh Taurus starlet. You can follow it to the north, marching.
You've been walking in spirals, falling all the way down. I don't need a compass to lead the way now. I can show you how a star shines. I can show you how a star shines. Oh. You speak the truth, but all I hear are masquerading lies. I'm learning from the shadows. I was right, the rules are broken like my heart tonight. So break the laws of time. These moments can't rewind, 'cause this love is a crime. This love is a crime. So break the laws of time. These moments can't rewind, 'cause this love is a crime. This love is a crime. A crime.
Just met somebody new. Tell her not to get obsessed, second guessing everything you said and done. When she gets upset, tell her how you never meant to hurt no one. You just tell her that the only way her heart will mend is when she learns to love again. It won't make sense right now, but you're still a friend. And then you let her down easy. Call your girlfriend. It's time you had the time. Give your reason. Say it's not right. You just met somebody new. Don't you tell her how I'll give you something that you never even knew you missed. Don't you even try to explain how it's so different when we kiss. You just tell her that the only way her heart will mend is when she learns to love again. It won't make sense right now, but you're still a friend. And then you let her down easy.
You were the answer to my dreams. You sent in me so deep. I wanna tell you something. Dressed in a stunning red, your head upon my chest. The pain inside means nothing. Take off your shirt and lay down right next to the pile of things we loved when we were younger. Eyes half closed. You were the answer that I had, but you weren't all I wanted. You weren't all I needed. Oh.
Oh man, you guys thought this video was over, but it is not. This is a special little tidbit. I had to include this because this is something that is the holy grail of fails, and you never get to see this. So I just wanted to document this, and this attack will live in immortality. So this is the first Town Hall 11 to drop down on Ishan. As you can see, just kind of, has a nice little lure on the Hound, pulling him over to the west side or close to 9 o'clock with that AQ. He's taking his time. He kind of knows what he wants to do, wants to come from the west and hopefully get some ADs right in the middle here, and hopefully get that AQ is what I'm guessing. So no queens, or no queens, no healers on the AQ. He doesn't need it. He's too much of a bad man, mamma jamma. So about to get a jump spell here in that dark alley where weird things happen. Nice funnel, gets the king going in, but there we go. King and queen both decide to ignore the enemy AQ, and things just go from bad to worse from there in this raid. So now they're, kind of going around up top. He's being patient, so good on Napoleon for being patient. He's probably shitting his pants right now, as I would be if I was a Town Hall 11 and this happened to me on a Laloon-based raid, because there's not a lot of hope at this point. He's used his king's ability at the perfect time, and the king is going to go from here to the archer tower, then down into this air defense area. One thing that I bet he wanted to do was wait for his king to get through here before he dropped that hound, to not let that hound take any damage on that AD. I'm just kind of guessing. Obviously, that is not what happened. That wasn't the case. The balloons actually took that down. So whether that was a good thing or bad thing, who knows. One thing that I kind of felt like he was a little bit preemptive on was this rage right here. I would have definitely dumped it right where these hounds are right now, and that would have probably, unless he timed out, saved his raid, because those pups under rage, those balloons zooming through everything, would have given the pups a chance to take that AQ out, and then who knows, good possibility with that many balloons that you're going to take out all the defenses and then have some balloons for cleanup. So did not work out that way, and this was just, man, God, I feel, I want to buy this guy drinks, because I would be drunk as a MFing skunk after this shit, guys. But yeah, so just thought we'd surprise you guys with a little bit of commentary on this most epic fail on a Town Hall 9. So anyway, guys, thanks for hanging around until the end to watch this little sweet tidbit for everybody. As always, thanks for watching. Take care.